Hi everyone, and welcome to your collective tarot love messages. In today's reading, we're going to take a look and see what exactly is the truth of this connection. So we want to see whether this connection is worth pursuing, perhaps whether it is a soulmate or a twin flame connection or a twin flame journey. We just want to see, if this is fated or where exactly this is going. So if you are romantically involved with someone, even if you've been in a relationship with this person or if you've just recently met this individual, we want to go ahead and see, where exactly, what is the fate of this connection, and just how profound is this connection for you. There is going to be an extension to this reading, so in part 2 of the reading, we're just going to dive deeper into the messages, and we're also going to continue on with those messages. The extended reading is going to be made available to you all via the extension link below. And as this is a general reading, for those of you wanting a personalized reading, or even if you want me to continue on from this reading and personalize it to your situation, feel free to reach out and specify in the email. My email address is also going to be listed below the video. Now, before we begin, I do want to specify that this is a collective reading. Therefore, this is not necessarily intended for any specific sign. However, if you've clicked on this reading, there's obviously something that has drawn you here to this video. Something has, pulled you in. So it may just be a message or two, or perhaps even several that you might need to hear. It could be a synchronicity of some sort. It could be an alignment, but I believe the very things and the people that we're drawn to in life are by no means random or a coincidence. It's all purposeful and meaningful. So, there's something here that has led you to come here, has led you to click on this video. So whether it's just a message or two or several, there must be something here that's meant for you. Okay, now with all of that being said, I just want to go ahead and begin. So we want to see exactly what is the truth of this connection. What exactly is the fate of this connection? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, and of course aces do represent new beginnings. And this is a very strong energy. This is a very grounded energy. This to us indicates that, this has long-term potential. This is something that I feel like is very durable. And it seems to me like the friendship or the connection, whether it's romantic or whether it's friendship, the connection, the foundational structure on which you've built this connection with this individual, on which you're building this connection, it seems very sturdy, it seems very healthy. And I feel like both yourself and the individual that you're involved with is recognizing, the long-term potential that this connection holds. So they see potential in you just as well as you see potential in them, okay? I'm also seeing that this is the person that you're involved with, they're not someone who typically does they don't do casual arrangements, they don't do casual relationships. I feel like this person or this individual, perhaps it's your energy, something tells me here that this person has always been like in very long-term or committed relationships. So they're not looking for anything casual, they're not looking for anything, fun and fleeting. To me, it feels like this is a very stable energy, and this person wants stability in their lives. And they want something that's long-term. This person is invested, and it's not just their emotional energy that they're investing. To me, it feels like they want to invest into a life with you. And this is why I say, this has so much long-term potential. There's a lot of growth in the energies as well. And it feels like there's so much room and space in in this connection for it to be so much more than it is. So, and I mean like physical space, emotional space. So whatever you guys are building upon, it can be, you can continue to build upon that. And it feels like, for instance, if it's a friendship, there's room for this to eventually turn into something romantic. Even if it's a romantic relationship and you guys haven't necessarily put a title or a label to it just yet, you know, it can eventually blossom into a relationship. So, you know, keep getting to know each other more intimately, keep communicating with each other, because there's definitely, the both of you see potential. Okay, the both of you see that this is potentially someone you could end up marrying, or this is someone that you could, you know, find stability and security with. This is someone who can give you that relationship you've always wanted, but also who can give you that, you know, that safety and that comfort and that security of a long-term relationship. So I also see that this person is very sure of themselves, so they're very confident. Okay, they're very secure within themselves, and I'm also picking up like a very secure attachment style with this individual. Okay, Page of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. Page of Pentacles upside down is telling me that there is, like, it's a lacking progress kind of energy. So it could be that the connection isn't progressing at a pace that you would like for it to go in. It's not moving fast enough, or the person isn't necessarily making a move. They're not asking you out, you know, they're not approaching the situation in a way that you're comfortable with. So it's a bit like either it's a slow burning connection, or this person is just like, it's a slow burn, or this is someone who really takes their time. And that's the thing with Pentacles, you know, with the overall Pentacle energy, it is very secure and it is very grounded, but, you know, think growth. It just takes a while to get there. So this is someone who could be a little bit reserved. I don't get that they're hesitant. I don't get that. I just think this is someone who likes to take their time, because as we discussed at the beginning of the reading, this is someone who is, you know, they want to be sure, because this is someone who wants commitment. They want to settle down. They want children. They want to build a home. They want to build a house. They want to build a future, a life. So this isn't someone who wants to mess around and waste his or her time, and they don't want to waste your time either. So hence the slow burning energy, or hence the lack of progression. It's not so much that it's, you know, lacking progression, it's more that it's moving slowly. I think that's the way I see it. The other thing is, I think this person could be a little bit shy or hesitant to make a move or to move things forward. They don't want to put you in an uncomfortable situation. They might also be someone here may want to stay professional and respectful of boundaries, especially if this is a workplace setting. Okay, so if you guys are developing a romantic relationship in the workplace, this is someone who wants to be very respectful of doing it. Okay, so they want to respect his or her reputation, their position, as well as yours. Okay, and they don't want to be like you know, the central focus of any workplace gossip or anything like that. We have the Hermits energy, and this is someone who is, to me, it feels like they could potentially be older, or someone who has a bit of an old soul. Okay, it also feels like with this person's energy, this is someone who's naturally introverted, so they're not really out there. They're not. They like to think things through. Okay, so they really like to. They're very meticulous. They're very calculated. So this is someone who likes to, you know, think first and then take action later. So again, someone who I feel like, and that's a little bit old school as well. I feel like they may have old school, like traditional values. They may be very old school in their approach. But I do get with the Hermit's energy, you know, this is someone very wise, and this is someone who, I feel like they've had a lot of long-term relationships, or they've had a lot of experience. They may have even been previously married or divorced. And right now it just feels like, I'm also picking up, not for all of you, but for some of you, maybe this is someone going into a retirement phase of their life. So they're starting a new, you know, transitional chapter, a new cycle, a new beginning in their life. And you're part of that new beginning for them. Okay, I'm also seeing that right now this person is a little bit more quieter than usual. So if this isn't someone who has been communicating with you, if they've been a little less chatty than usual, or a little less responsive, I just see that there is something going on with this person where they want to spend a little bit time on their own. So don't personalize it. It is not something you've said. It's not something you've done. So if they're a little bit more quiet, if they're a little, you know, not responsive and not as chatty, I just think this is someone who may be going, you know, they're very withdrawn. And that's the thing about introverts as well. Sometimes being around too many people, it drains you know, it can be emotionally draining, emotionally exhausting, depleting. So every now and then they like to withdraw to themselves. You've got Temperance, but Temperance has come up in reverse. Pacing of this relationship is key. Okay, so this is someone who, if they feel pressured in any way, they will pull away. They will step back. Okay, this is something that I feel like is more of on a slow burning. And this is someone who does want to take their time. But patience. Temperance in reverse could really be communicating to you that you need to be patient with this person. So just remember, you know, if a pace suits you, that's great, but the pace may not suit your person. So you both need to be on that same wavelength. You both need to be on the same page about things. So Temperance in reverse, you know, don't rush to catch feelings. Don't pressure yourself, don't pressure this person. Like, really trust in the process of the universe, really trust in the magic of the process, because there's such an alchemy to this card, isn't there? You know, it's all about trusting in yourself as well, not just the universe, you know, not just the magic that it has in store for you, but also trusting yourself. So being patient with yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't pressure, you know, yourself into anything. You know, really trust in the organic unfolding of this connection. Because yeah, look, for some of you, you're probably a little bit frustrated with the pacing. You probably, you know, think this is your ideal person, and I can see, you know, how he or she can fit that for you. However, you know, and you're probably thinking that everything just feels so natural and effortless around them, but don't rush that. You know, don't rush getting to the destination. Temperance reminds us that it's just as, you know, as much about getting to like the journey as it is the destination. So just really enjoy the process, enjoy getting to know each other, enjoy, you know, the unfolding of everything. You've got a lot of earthly energy, so you could be an earth sign watching this. You could be dealing with an earth sign. The Knight of Pentacles, I did say that this person is a bit old school, so they can be a bit traditionalist in a way. So maybe he or she, you know, I do think this is someone who is seeking a traditional type of a relationship. So they could be very big on marriage. They could be someone who honors or upholds religious, cultural, traditional beliefs. I do feel like this is someone who is very in their head, so they can be a bit overthinker. And you know, if they feel like someone is pressuring them, or if they feel like they're pressured to answer, or the pressure to make a move, or the pressure is on, they will pull away. So if you are dealing with someone who has pulled away lately, it could be that maybe something happened where it made them feel a little bit, okay, you know, pressure's on, and this is what's caused them to pull away. They will come back though. If they're a little bit quiet and non-communicative, they will reach out. You will hear from this individual, but it's going to take some time. So this is someone who needs time on their own to kind of figure out their emotions, kind of figure out the process. Because here's the thing, they are invested. Emotionally, they're invested, and they could see how, like, it's so practical. Everything between you and this individual is so practical, and they could see how things can just, you know, easily work out. And maybe that's the other thing that scares them, because it's just like everything's so organic and everything's so natural. It's almost like they're waiting for something to go wrong, because you know, things have been just so effortless between the two of you. But Knight of Pentacles, you need to know that this person is so in their head that they have thought everything, like they've thought out everything. So if this person communicates with you, it's not out of the blue. Understand that this is someone who's already gone through every case scenario in their head. Okay, so any action that they take towards you is never rash, it's never impulsive, it's never bold, it's never drastic. It's always carefully calculated. It's always very meticulous. So someone who's they're a bit of a perfectionist. I'm also picking up maybe OCD behavior. You've got Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So okay, someone very caring, and they see you as someone who would make a very good mother or father figure. They see you as someone who's very sweet, someone who's very loving, someone who's very caring, and you know, they could see themselves falling in love with you if they haven't already. Page of Cups as well, they just feel like, I mean, I feel like this is someone who's very charming. I do see that this is someone who loves to love, someone who's very romantic, someone there's a lot of charm, and they've definitely got a lot of charm in their energy. I'm also seeing that this is someone who maybe grew up, like is very big on Disney or fairy tale, like it's a very novelesque kind of energy with the Page of Cups. So either they feel like you know, this is the fairy tale they've always wanted. Either they feel like this is almost too good to be true, and this is why they're being so careful and so cautious, because they don't want to put a foot wrong, they don't want to upset you, they don't want to ruin or sabotage you know, the good thing that the two of you have going on. They also feel like you're so refreshing, you're such a pleasant surprise from everything, like from every other person they've dated in the past, or it's so different. The relationship, the connection they have with you is so different than the connections they've had with anyone from the past. I'm also seeing that perhaps this is someone who is very creative or artistically inclined. You could be the inspiration behind maybe some of the like the arts that they have created for you. They might be writing poetry about you, or they might be like writing a book and basing a character off you. Or they might like be thinking of you. You're like, yeah, you're the inspiration behind some sort of creative artistic project that they're working on. Okay, so there is this, you know, they see you as someone very attractive. They're very drawn, they're very pulled to your energy. They also see you as someone who's very confident, someone who's very sure of themselves, someone who's very secure. They're very drawn to you. I don't even think this person can explain why. Yes, you're attractive, and yes, you guys, you know, have a lot of things in common, like similarities. However, for reasons that they're struggling to understand or comprehend, this person feels like it's almost like a magnetic connection. They feel very pulled in towards you. They feel very drawn towards you. They love being around you. I can see that. Seven of Wands, they feel like you have people around you that, you know, they feel like you do get a lot of attention. You do have a lot of admirers. For some reason, they're under the impression that they're not the only ones in your life, and maybe that's like in your life right now vying for your attention. So maybe you do have someone else that you're seeing or you're romantically involved with. Maybe that's why they feel this way. Maybe you're committed to someone else, or you know, you're maybe going out, you know, you're wanting to keep things open. Maybe you're going out on dates, and you know, or maybe there is someone that they know of that also fancies you. Maybe, you know, you have a secret admirer that you don't even know of. But this is someone, if you are doing, like, for example, if you're openly dating other people and this person is aware of it, I do sense that they are jealous, and they would want something more traditional with you. So more of a traditional relationship, right? They're a little bit jealous that, you know, someone else has your attention, or that you get a lot of attention. So there is a bit of a jealousy streak in their energy. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. See, they feel as though, you know, there's someone else. They feel as though you have, it's almost like there's them and there's someone else. Or for some reason, they very well feel this way. They feel as though it could be, it doesn't have to be someone else exactly. It could be that this is, you know, maybe work has all of the attention and they want you to give this connection more of your energy, more of your attention. They're also, I mean, again, more earthly energy, but something is going around in circles here. Maybe they feel like, or maybe you feel like, there's so much potential, but remember the lack of progression that we spoke about earlier. Maybe, you know, this person also feels like maybe they're waiting for you to make a move, okay? Or maybe they're waiting for the right time to make a move. They just feel like there's something here that's going around in circles. Could also be the fact that they're in their head so much and, you know, they're going around in circles. Could also be like there's patterns. Be careful, and maybe it's just the universe, you know, warning you maybe. It could be that it's asking you not to, you know, avoid making the same mistakes that you've made in the past. So for example, if you have repeated patterns in a relationship, behavioral, emotional, psychological, or, you know, if you keep going for the same type of person or for like a different person, but the same type of relationship, there's obviously a pattern that you're embracing. And so avoid, like, steer clear of repeating any unhealthy patterns that obviously aren't positive or don't serve you well, okay? Also, it could be, you know, emotional, behavioral patterns that you cling to, that maybe you're not aware of it, right? Maybe it's subconscious here, but I feel like, you know, avoid clinging to any old patterns, especially patterns that you know have hindered you and haven't worked out in the past. King of Cups energy, I do think this is someone who is emotionally invested in you, someone who is, you know, they're either in love with you or see themselves falling in love with you. They've obviously caught or are in the process of catching feelings, but I think because of the King of Cups energy, see, despite the tumultuous waters around him, notice how he stays so cool and so in control of the situation. So this is someone who can come across, look, it's not that they're coming across cold and distant, but I just feel like they've got such good reign and such good control over their emotions that it can be hard for you to read this individual, right? Energies could be reversed too, guys. Maybe this person is, you know, sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, you know, are you interested in them? They want to make a move, but they, you know, they find it hard to read you, and maybe that's what's taken so long for them to make a move or to progress things. So someone here is coming across as maybe a little bit distant or maybe a little bit disinterested when it is not at all the case. Alright guys, I'm going to stop right there for part 1. In part 2, I'm just going to follow on and just maybe see, you know, exactly what is the fate of this connection. Because look, we've identified so much potential, right? But sometimes just because someone or something has potential, it's not always utilized. So we're going to go ahead and see whether this actually has a future and what exactly will be the future of this connection. And more about, you know, for those of you that are in a no contact, no communication period, more about when they might be reaching out to you. So follow me to part 2 of the extension reading, which is listed below. I'm just going to continue on with the messages, and therefore we'll be layering, you know, more cards on top of each other. Thanks guys for your time, your energy, your attention. Please show your support if you haven't already by liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel, guys. Thanks again. I'll see you on the other platform. Bye.